What is the... Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this a little bit. There's not a whole lot to say. It's about like the whole Act Man thing. I've been following it. You guys know the other day, like there was a bunch of us, Nicholas Diorio, Augie, me, Keemstar, Mudahar, Act Man, Willie Mack, Willard Mackerton, Boblox popped in late, Dick. We all had like a chat and we talked about some of the what people felt were inconsistencies with this situation with Act Man, which there weren't really a lot. He has his receipts. I'll give him that. But listen, and I know a lot of people, and now it's so funny. People now, after I was like explaining what I meant, people are like, "Oh, I understand what you meant now, Papa Gut. That makes so much sense. You're so smart and you're handsome, and we want to kiss you on the lips." But this tweet right here, and I'm not trying to be that guy, but I was right, and I was right from the start. Some personal advice: you're too emotionally involved in the situation to a point where you might end up ending your career. You were right to call out Quantum TV, but you're at a point of self-destruction. My only point there is that what you were doing is right, but you're going a little crazy with the whole joking thing about doxing YouTube members and going crazy, right? And here's where it's kind of boils out. So Nicholas Diorio kind of has everything listed, but it all stems from here. Basically, I guess J Station made like one of those arcade Craniacs 3 a.m. type videos where he was pretending to call Actman's mom. I watched it. It was like a minute long. And I guess Tommy C watched it or did a video on his channel. And so that's where the sussiness kind of, came from. I know that Tommy C had a private interaction with him. I didn't read it too much. I don't know what's going on. I guess we should look into it. I guess I should do what we call my due diligence. But they had an interaction or an altercation, and I don't exactly know why. Okay, they'll start here. We'll start with Paul Rudd Ant-Man. This is the perfect place to start. Paul Rudd is a very attractive guy. Wow, we could actually move down and start lower. There's oh my god, why is there these guys are going ballistic. Wow. This is crazy. Wait, this is crazier than I thought it was. When I think about it now, Ackman tried to get QTV kicked off of YouTube legitimately. I mean, QTV intimidated and harassed his family. His ego could not handle that, and he didn't have the power to get him kicked. He then made a risky video and it backfired. I said, true story. That's an interesting interpretation of this event, because I feel like the one thing I would want to say is, dude, I understand why Ackman's so pissed. He lost his money, bro. Like, I got banned off of TikTok. He's experiencing something probably more intense than what I was feeling, because I was able to still fall back on YouTube, which is, I think, a better platform. So, like, the way I would interpret it is like, hey, the Act Man pushed to get Quantum TV, banned. I think it was a fair push, considering like the potential ban evasion. We don't know. I mean, since YouTube looked into it, I imagine they must have lifted the ban or something. We can speculate that that's bullshit. But like, also, I mean, whatever. But he got called out. He became a social pariah in the commentary community and a lot of the YouTube community. YouTube said, like, we're not going to do anything. This is one of those things where people are going to get upset. I think what happened was wrong, but I don't think that it was, World War III wrong. I think it was wrong. I think what he did was wrong. I don't think Quantum TV should do that. I don't know if I would personally say he should get banned. Although I guess Actman did show. I think he showed that some people got their videos terminated or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not super emotionally invested into it. Either way, I wouldn't say it like this. I would have just been I don't know why be so aggressive about it. I don't know why obviously he's being so aggressive about it. Why is he going off the rails a little bit? This is one of those situations where I think the only person that's justifiably super frustrated is the Actor Man, and he's not acting like a man. Bitch. I'm just kidding. No, he's having a moment. That's why I said he's trying to. Sorry. That's why I said he should try to take a breather. Because he's starting to burn bridges, and he might have a negative long-term impact on his career. Give it a week, see what's going on. But at least he has a reason why. because his mom got, I don't know if I would say doxxed, but she got harassed in some capacity. There was definitely some foul play, in my opinion. But the back and forth has been fucking nuts, bro. Ew, the way you phrase it is intellectually dishonest. Now the act man, more like the act of Ausch. Am I right, guys? Am I right, everybody? Everybody clap. This wasn't about ego. This was about how YouTube could overlook mountains of evidence regardless of how many people protected it, but nice narrative. There might have been a level of ego there. And I don't mean this as like a bad thing. I think that we all have an ego, But YouTube made a decision, and I don't think Actman's ego could let it go. That doesn't mean that he's not justified. I think that his video was fine. The follow-up video, it was a little intense, but like it doesn't, from what I watched, because I watched the whole thing, it didn't violate any community guidelines. That's the problem. It's like, okay, maybe Actman could have been nicer in that video. Maybe he shouldn't have released a video. Maybe none of us should release any videos. But like there was nothing in there that, from what I saw, would have qualified as a bannable offense or demonetized offense. I think the problem is that happened, and then I think Actman pushed it a little too far with the whole jokes about doxing YouTube members, and then they felt justified in their actions to remove stuff. I wonder. The real question is like, what would have happened if he just didn't make those tweets? That's where he should have. He shouldn't have done. I mean, hindsight 2020, am I right? But like, that's what you'd say. And I know they're jokes, but you have to understand that from a business perspective, that doesn't matter. Like, this isn't condescending, but like, if you if you don't think that YouTube was justified in taking action, I don't think you should demonetize them. Maybe a weak ban, but taking action for those tweets that Actman said, I think that maybe you probably haven't worked like a real job, because that's kind of the way the world works. In no job, like if you make a threat of some kind of violence, and I would call doxing some form of violence in some capacity. I know it was a joke. It was clearly a joke. But in any business, it doesn't matter if you work at Walmart, 7-Eleven, Taco Bell. I'm just listing places I eat food right now. What's a place I don't eat food? Kohl's? I'm sure there's food there. If you do any type of like threat of violence in these places, even if it's a joke, they'll take action. It's just what happens. They're not gonna fuck around, because if it's just a normal standard policy. Arby's, the local pizza place, Chili's, Friendlies. I don't know. Anyway, so what did he say? He made a joking tweet about how he's going to start a new series where he docks YouTube members. It was a joke, but like I can understand why they feel like they need to act. So this kind of goes off. I don't really know Tommy C. I don't know why he's being such a sussy baka here and why he's being so antagonistic of the Act Man. Personally, I don't really know why he's doing that. Even if you disagree, I just think that Actman has more of a reason to be pissed. But okay. Oh, I'm sorry. So this was a response to I guess, to that. How does Twitter work? Oh, sorry. I forgot. I think you forgot to tell me why this statement is intellectually dishonest. His ego could not handle that he didn't have the power to get him kicked. I knew you would. I guess this is just like a back and forth. The smoking gun you are looking for. The smoking gun that you're looking for, Clear as Quantum TV, doesn't exist. If into the archives you search, only pain you will find. Okay. Actman, listen, I know you're a Star Wars fan, but holy fuck. Holy Jesus. Cringe. Am I right? Let's see. Explain my dishonesty, but you can't. How can my opinion be dishonest? This is my take. You can disagree, but what is dishonest about it? Thank you for proving my point. You can't take criticism. You dealt with it like a child and deserve to lose, and you will. I don't know, man. Listen. I don't know if I'd say that he's dealing with it like a child. I think he's dealing with it poorly. But I don't know, bro. Like, I grew up in a way where it's like the only thing, like, don't fuck with a man when it comes to his money, and when it comes to like his like wife, or his kids. So I feel like he's pissed because he's fucking with his money. That's your whole way of life. So I think, like, again, we could all act better when we're angry. I'm sure the way that Actman feels is probably constant frustration. There's probably very broken sleep. It's not easy to just be like, stress will really fuck you up. So I could see why he's getting all pissed. That's why my advice was to try to relax a little bit. But I burped. For the most part, though, this is just a petty back and forth. Eventually, some tweets were released. No, I don't want. I guess this is from Tommy C. No, I don't want to talk to you in private because I saw you were contradicting yourself with both Augie and Willie. Is that the conversation we had, or is that a different one? You have also been dishonest with me by putting me and others in Quantum TV's camp and pointing your bad moves. This is true intellectual dishonesty. Why is everybody calling each other dumb? Jesus Christ. Having an opinion about how bad you fucked yourself up is not. I don't trust you. You seem to shift gears depending on who you talk to. I have no reason to think. I haven't picked that up. I have no reason to think you will not do the same with me in private. To make it short, I don't need to defend myself from your allegation that I'm trying to blow the lid off of this story in Quantum TV's favor. You have already made that clear. Any call would be a waste both our time. Would waste both our time. I deal with this the way I always. Best of luck. Sorry about your channel, honestly. Thought you were made of sterner stuff, says the Act Man. Oh well. Stick to the conspiracy theories. Continue being a contrarian for the sake of it. Proves my point that it's a waste of time. Okay. So this all kind of blows up. All this shit is kind of fucking irrelevant. So apparently, this video is released by J Station. I guess Tommy C reacted to it or something. And I don't know J Station too much. He's banned off of YouTube, and that's relevant. Wait, are there DMs here? Holy moly, this is crazy. There's so much going on here. What is going on here? This is from the Acme. Well, I try to be reasonable. Hope you at least understand my emotional position I have been in. I'm sure you think I sent these messages to you for malice and drama, but the answer is no, and I do apologize. If I lumped you with the Quantum unfairly, and or if you felt I did, truly was not my intention. My intention all along has been to share the truth. I'm willing to send whatever evidence you request. You and I both know your intentions are true. I sniffed you out. That's why you chickened out. Go through the evidence. This is Tommy C sending his back to him. By all means, I'll send you anything request. Don't drink yourself stupid. You've been doing that a lot. Yeah, dude, this is like a fucking shit fest. Not asking for anything in return, just letting you know where I stand. I don't care. This is fucking crazy. Bro, it's a little funny because like two grown men yelling at each other over this shit. But anyway, Nicholas Dior. Okay, so this is like a whole thing. And ultimately, there's a tweet in here that I remember seeing. But basically what happened is J Station made this fucking dumb video doing like the 3 a.m. bullshit, pretending to be whatever, Quantum TV's, like Quantum TV's mom. Well, this all kind of escalated because Tommy C, I think, reacted to it. And the Act Man got a little bit irritated. And I'm looking for the DM now. Because I don't know how this, dude, I'm so stupid when it comes to this shit. Fuck, where is it? What I was going to say, I'm like really bad with this. But basically, what had happened is Tommy C was like, I think legitimately trying to... Tommy C was trying to put, or excuse me, listen, let's boil it down. There's a DM in here, a tweet in here, where, oh, it's right here. I'm literally in front of my face. The Act Man said, oh boy, Tommy C's about to get a strike if I have anything to say about it. So now the Act Man's talking about how he's going to like DMCA Tommy C for showing this video. And like, we could argue that, yeah, okay, I guess J Station's not supposed to be on YouTube or whatever. Although I think Keemstar was saying that that's bullshit. I don't even know. That was like the other day. It was completely irrelevant to this. But like... It's getting, we're getting petty now. It's getting a little petty. And this is what I'm saying, man. I know, this is just what I'm saying. I know he didn't apologize, or maybe he did, but he basically just said like, oh, I've calmed down now. It's time to play video games. Yeah, here it is. I've calmed down. Video games, that is all. Listen, man. I'm just saying. You're not helping yourself. All right? You're giving yourself... J Station faked his girlfriend's death for views. I'm going to actually kill my wife for views. How's that sound? I'm just kidding. It's a joke! Until it's not. I'm just kidding. where where dude, listen, we could sit here and we could have a philosophical conversation about the justification for the emotions of the act man during the situation, being demonetized, having his mom called. I understand that, but at the end of the day, it goes to a point where this isn't helping the way you look. For the most part, people aren't going to be bothered to care about expressing that they're annoyed with the way that you're handling this situation, because socially that's a suicidal move to make, because everybody's going to jump down your throat and shit down your neck. For the most part, the people that disagree with you are kind of quietly watching or disagree with some of your actions. They're like, I don't really like that, and they're thinking less of you. It's not even me. I understand that you're pissed. It's not me that's feeling that way. I'm just telling you the way that people are feeling. And realistically speaking, what you can, whether you like it or not, you're hurting yourself more than anything else right now by lashing out. We'll be honest. Seems like Tommy C is just trying to fucking get like it looks like he might be a little bit of a contrarian, or you know what? I think it's more that he's not super empathetic to what's going on with you, which I think is a fault of his. But at the end of the day, you know, life isn't perfect, and ultimately you have the most control over, you know, the direction that you take in life. Oh, I guess technically other situations have a lot of control, but you get my point. You have the most control over your impact that you have on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have a whole lot of control over everything else in your life, but you have control over the way that you interact with things. And at the end of the day, your goal is to not fucking destroy your career and your credibility. And, you know, I would just try to chill the fuck out. You know, maybe focus on that gaming channel. Use it as an opportunity to take a break, jerk off, I guess. I don't know. So that's all I really wanted to say there. I know that was a little bit of a scat. I don't know what's. I'm gonna use this picture though, and this is gonna be the thumbnail. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.